You got to make a reservation. It's very difficult to get in.
Well, it's okay. I'll use the service entrance. I'll see you at 9.
Welcome
And bienvenidos
to another episode of Service Entrance People. I am Boomer.
And I'm Pixie. Hola.
Well, hola to you, Pixie. For those of you who are new to the show, just jumping in, this podcast is for and about the gritty, underpaid, underprivileged service industry workers of the world.
Unite.
We have clearly made wrong turns in our lives because no matter what, we've ended up here in jobs where no matter our talent, our art, our skills, we end up dealing with the infamous Karens and Florida Man. And Mr. and Mrs. Von Uppity on a daily basis. On the reg, as the kids like to say. Day in and day out, we walk through the parking lot of broken dreams, and we enter through the specially marked door. You know the one.
The service entrance door.
That's the dough. If you are interested in listening and sharing in war stories of the industry, or if you're curious as to what us,
the help,
are really thinking, we are going to share with you stories of the strange, shocking, and hilarious, because laughing is the only way that we know how to make it through.
Exactly. This industry is one that we've come to truly love, and although you'll hear us rant and bitch that we have to work at work, well, we kid because we care. We all know that it's not just restaurant good, customer bad. Everybody's terrible. We're all terrible. Even us, we're terrible.
Horrid. Horrid, as a matter of fact.
But like family, you poke at the people you love. So that's us. We're poking at you. There's nothing that we would rather be doing, except maybe...
Not even maybe. 100% T. This podcast here.
Correctamundo.
That's right. Also, please do us a favor. If we aren't for you, go ahead and listen anyway. Hate listen, rage listen, binge listen, heckle us, because we know that there is one true fact in the universe. The only thing that's better than a good horror movie is a terrible horror movie. We will be that for you. We give you the cheat code to life, which is push play.
And walk away.
That's all you gotta do. Turn on our show and just leave. If you don't like it, let it play. Also... And finally, disclaimer-wise, etc., this show, like the industries we cover, comes with some spicy fucking language.
Ay, muy caliente.
You've been forewarned.
Fuego.
Do us a favor as you are listening. Please like, subscribe, share. Most importantly, rate 5 stars and leave a written review.
Yes, cinco stars.
It is the most important thing that you could be doing in this very second of your lifetime. Giving us a 5-star review, dropping words, helping us move up the delightful podcasting charts.
Yes, press that predictive text button 5 times. That's all we need from you.
Please, thank you, and amen. If you want to do a little bit more than that, though, if you're feeling particularly willing, then we do encourage you to become a producer of our show. Patreon.com/service entrance people. You can go there and become a producer on any level. We will send you free things, give you access to free content, and if you are an executive producer, a Von Uppity, as it were, we will say your name at the end of every single episode.
Or if the full commitment just isn't for you, if you're broke, but you found some change on the floor of your car, and you feel like, I'll help them out a little bit, go to PayPal at Service Entrance Peeps.
Peeps! $1, $1 million, every little last bit does help. And if you aren't wanting to or able to commit in any type of financial sense, you have no change in your car, then you can do us the giant love of sending us your stories. ServiceEntrancePeople@gmail.com. Tell us about all the crazy, wacky shit that's been going on at your work that you've seen, stories that you know that have happened. Let us share them with the rest of the service entrance people out there.
Right? That's how we vent. It's what you want. It's what we want.
It's therapeutic, man.
Yeah. So give us the stories so we can share them with other people, because you're not alone. You can also message us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast, or you can hit us up on Instagram at Service Entrance People Pod.
Girl, who all up in your DMs?
Hopefully people who love this podcast.
I think so. If you don't want to type, you can just leave us a voicemail. 854-345-7721. That be the number to call. Nobody will answer. You can just vent your way to a better feeling once you unload into our inbox.
Yeah.
That sounded dirty. Fuck. What else do we need to tell them? Ticking talk? We have a ticking talk?
We do. The ticking talk is at Service Entrance PPL. However,
for
the voicemail.
Yes.
If you're leaving a story and it's long, because we get it, you need to there's so much that happened. If it cuts off, just call back. No one's going to answer. Keep leaving it and we will splice it together so that way you can hear your voice over the airwaves.
We do have the editing technology. It does exist.
So we will make that happen for you.
Hell yes. All right, Pix, you ready now?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do this. Let's lock the doors, crank up the music, and dive into our
Shifties of the Week.
This week, Pixie,
Yes.
I will be mentally and tastetually traveling to Shellring Brewing in Port Royal, South Carolina. Shellring Ale Works is actually the full official name of the brewery. And I will be drinking a Big Al Imperial IPA, 8% alcohol by volume.
Well, you're just blowing me out the water there, sir.
I'm excited to drink this. Oh, that's tasty.
Yeah?
I'm shocked that I'm starting to like IPAs.
Yeah, you becoming an IPA guy?
I mean, not 100%, but I never liked IPAs before, and now at the very least, they're not my least favorite.
Yeah.
Like, I do enjoy some.
It's come a long way. They used to be super bitter for me, but they've come a long way.
And this is nice. It's not overpowering. It's not too heavy. With the alcohol by volume, you would think that it would be a little bit kind of more than it is.
Yeah.
But it's very, very nice. Way to go, Shellring. I see you. I see what you're doing.
Congratulations.
You've made good beer.
Yeah. For me, I will be getting into a crisp little thing.
Ooh.
Going back to Sierra Nevada Brewing Co., California, and Mills River, North Carolina. It's a lager, 4.7 ABV. Way to make me feel not as cool,
win.
Boomer.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Is it now?
Well,
Is it, you say?
it's like low-key sweetness, but it's definitely got that splash of citrus that I love.
You are a citrus lady.
But
That's
it's nice to
something we've
go-
all learned about you.
It's nice to go back to a lager. That's what I started with. That's why I love drinking. And although I love my sours and my wheats, this is definitely, this is good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, now, both of us primed at the pump and ready to dive into episode 46 of Service Entrance, people.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it in my headphones, so I do apologize. Clearly, I've got something tickling either in the throat or the chest going on, so I don't
you sound
I
beautiful.
don't sound great. So I do apologize for that. Not like I ever sound amazing, but still. This week's episode is entitled ... But I really loved that place. This week, going back to one of our most popular themes that we get people wanting to hear more of. This week, we are going to be doing bad reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the twist of places you and I love.
Yes.
The places that you and I, no matter what, will go eat at.
Yes.
Like, these places are for my taste buds, for your taste buds, just beyond reproach. So we are interested to see how people could find flaws in the places that we love so very, very much.
These aren't just even minor flaws. I specifically search for the 1 star.
Oh, Pacific ones.
The I hate it.
Yeah.
Which we love it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping to kind of peel back the layers of the onion and help you figure out maybe what went wrong with, maybe it's you. Maybe
Could
it's
be you.
you. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's us.
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
That's all that I know.
Maybe.
Is it's not me, it's you.
Or maybe it's me and not you.
It's probably me, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one we are going to do is a place in Bluffton, South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
called the Saigon Cafe.
That's one of my favorites.
Now, it has an overall 4.3 star rating.
It is, yeah, it's honestly
Like-
one of the best star ratings on Bluffton.
Yes.
Nothing
in
really,
Bluffton.
nothing really reaches much higher than that. I
Yeah.
think there's like a 4.5 somewhere.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a classier joint.
Yeah. So this place, again, writ large, just by your taste buds and overall Yelping,
Yeah.
should be good.
Yeah.
However, we have 1-star review saying the biggest issue was that the soups I got had an unbearable, overpowering amount of salt content and were basically inedible.
Oh my goodness.
Which
How much salt
stopped
could
me.
possibly be in here?
But also stop me if I'm wrong. Isn't that particular type of food supposed to be sodiumish?
Well, I mean, most most any like Asian-y sort of cuisine is got a high salt or sugar and sugar content. Yeah.
Right.
So that's bound to happen there. Soup being salty.
It's
Gosh, I'm pretty sure
it's
soup
exposed- yeah.
requires
It does.
salt. I mean, I'm sorry about your. I can't tell. You know, maybe you did have just an overpowering amount of salt. Maybe you're particularly sensitive to salt.
Maybe you did that thing where you got it and added salt without tasting it first.
Yeah, then maybe that.
And then you're like, this is so salty.
But also, you could have diluted it probably too with some water and vinegar or something.
Yeah, but that's, working.
Yeah,
I don't want to work for it.
True.
I don't want to work for it.
And you shouldn't have to because
Nope.
you ordered it. So
It is prepared food, prepared for you, preparedly.
yeah, I get that. I have one who
Same
says,
place.
This is all just going off Saigon Cafe here. But it says, the food here is unsatisfactory for the prices it represents.
Oh, that's such a common thing. What
My-
people think.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I feel as though you're overcharging me.
Exactly.
Fix your economy. It says,
Can I sliding scale this? Like if I
Yeah,
think that I
right,
should
right.
pay you only $20, I'm only going to pay you $20 because that's how this works.
it's I wonder if you could barter jeans. Go ahead and go somewhere and be like, I feel as though these Levi's don't deserve what you're charging me.
Dude, they don't even do that for fucking cars anymore. You can't
Yeah.
even barter for cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So this continues. My family ate here, and the food cost $67 for just small portions. 4 exclamation points.
One for every family member, maybe?
Maybe. Now, I will say this. Saigon Cafe, when I order something, it splits into 2 meals.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
They don't fuck around with their
Yeah,
proportionals.
like, I
Yeah.
mean, I get a bag, and this is just one thing. If I order one thing, it fills up an entire bag with like 2 quart containers and another side quart.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't realize I ordered all of this food.
Yeah, when you get pho, I've seen it when you've busted in
Right?
at work, and it's
Yeah,
like...
it's got a little.
It is. It's 2 pint containers.
Yeah, and then a
Or
little
quart
to go.
containers, I should
Yeah,
say.
2
Two
quart
quart
containers and then a little to go box. It is insane. So they said the food was okay,
Okay.
because there's no T on that but.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm reading this exactly as they typed it. Vietnamese cuisine is notorious for being cheap. I'm Vietnamese, and when I asked the waiter for the menu, he didn't comprehend what I was saying. Now,
Okay.
let me a peek behind the veil here. The dudes at like Benihana are Hispanic. They're not Asian. So what are we getting at here? Are you mad that he wasn't Vietnamese?
Or was maybe a Vietnamese American who maybe
didn't
didn't
speak
yeah.
Vietnamese?
Yeah. That's an odd. Yeah, that is an odd anger thing.
So then they
So like we work around pescatitos. Do I get mad that
we're not fishermen?
Yeah, that when people come in, our servers aren't like, "Arr, matey,
Yeah, right.
how be ya?"
They've-
Sound like fucking homeboy from Jaws.
They sum it up by
Here's to
saying
swimming with bow-legged women. Do you want a fish and chips?
That was Popeye. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. He was a sailor who gives a shit. Doing the best I can.
they
over here.
sum it up by saying there are many other restaurants that provide better food with, again, better portions. How much
$67
food?
bucks for a family,
Yeah,
though.
how much-
First of all,
How much food are you eating? One.
that's a lot. But $67 for an entire family
Yeah.
in this day and age. Have you gone grocery shopping recently? By
yeah.
the way,
Dude, really. For realsies.
the last time I went grocery shopping
Mhm.
for basically almost no food whatsoever,
Yeah.
just a few things here and there.
The essentials.
It was $137 for like 8 things.
God. Well, milk is more than the price of gas.
Well, milk does a body good. When was the last time gas did anything for you? So there's that. Jesus. All right, one last one from our Vietnamese friends here.
Mhm.
1 star. Food is good, but what kills this place is the attitude of the waitresses. They are extremely rude and have poor customer service. I had a gnat in the water that was served to me. I told the waitress, and she took the cup with no apology or acknowledgement. Oh, so sorry. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but like,
Oh.
did she bring you new water though?
Yeah, that's
like if she brought you
literally-
new water, like it's not a big deal. Okay, she saw the net. She wasn't like protein.
Yeah.
Eat it.
She had a poor attitude while walking away saying, oh, well, I'll just get you another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she did. She
Yes.
got you another one.
Again,
Do you want her to cry?
it's not a huge ask. This was my second time going here, and the service was poor the first time as well. I thought I would give them another shot, because I'm such a sweet fucking human being. Look at me, trolley lolly la. Okay, that last part was me.
Yeah.
The owner, here we go, should fire all those waitresses because of their poor attitude and lack of customer service. Order to go. Don't eat inside. Beware of bad attitude.
Jesus. I will tell you this.
That's very reasonable, by the way. I had a bad experience, so fire all the servers.
Fire every single
Every
one
one of them.
and just start fresh.
For me.
I want to say 3 things, but it's 2. It's 2 things on this issue. 1, we have a Mary Poppins of servers, right?
At our restaurant.
At our pescatarian place of business.
Yes.
Who is probably
Pescadillos.
one of the most amazingly sweet human beings that she can sugar her way out of almost any situation. And with our oysters, we have these little crabs that get in the shells, you know?
Yeah, because
And-
nature.
Yeah, because nature. And we're supposed to remove them. But when she comes to customers and they tell her, hey, this red thing, it's a crab. Why is it in here? She legit looks at them and goes, that's extra protein. That's actually a delicacy.
Well, somewhere I'm sure it is a delicacy.
Exactly.
She's not wrong.
But she's completely brazen about it. And they just are like, okay. So 1.
Yeah.
2,
Dose.
I will say, every time I've ordered from this place, I have been treated with such kindness. Like they act.
But hold on.
Yes.
Have you dined in with their horrible waitresses, or did you take to go?
I took to go, but
See?
But I talked to the waitresses and they were like, how are you doing today? All of it, just like all the small talk. We made sure there was no cilantro on this because we know you don't like it. It's good to see you again. All of the just like sugary goodness from them. I've never had them ever be nasty.
Interesting.
They even offered me once a free to-go soda. And I was like, no, that's okay.
That's nice.
But I mean, like, also I have these big bags of food because, oh my God, the portions are so small.
Now, I will say this. Like, we definitely have some piece of shit servers
Yeah, we do.
who are assholes,
That happens.
who are not cool to guests whatsoever. But... We also have our fair share of guests who come in
Angry?
with that attitude. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just angry. They're
and
ornery.
It's really, really hard from a service professional standpoint. Like, it's fucking hard to go to a table that are pissy and bitchy from the get-go
Yeah.
and like soft shoed tap yourself into them
Yeah.
being not twats.
Exactly. Well, again, you know, we get a mixed clientele down here, but there is that like I've been out in the sun all day. It's God's balls hot. I'm miserable. My kid is screaming. What the fuck, you shitty fucking waitress.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that you're not a shitty fucking waitress because they've already deemed you're a shitty fucking waitress.
Right. There's, like I said, it's, you know, you come in and
Yeah.
and it's anywhere. It's not just here, but like people do just have that
It's
shit
hard.
attitude and then
Yeah.
make it extremely difficult and put your servers in a whole like we just can't win with you scenario.
There's
you
just
know?
no winning.
Exactly.
I'm going to jump over to one of your favorite places.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is New York City Pizza,
Ah, my buddies.
which has a
Good joint.
solid 3-star rating. Which pizza, everybody likes a different kind of
That's
style.
true.
You got
Pizza's
Chicago
tricky,
style, you
yeah.
got New York style, you got Sicilian, you know, fucking whatever you want there.
You got Joe's.
Yeah. Oh my God, Joe's. Oh God.
Joe's Pizzeria in Northampton, Massachusetts. Go
so
there.
Good. So good. Just
Greatest pizza in the world.
ridiculous. This person says, I'm standing at the end of the bar waiting for my food to be prepared. And I notice the cooks were not wearing gloves when they were handling my food. The cook got offended and had an attitude because I said something about it. ... I'm like, really? You're handling food? ? I thought the manager would have been apologetic about the situation, but they didn't even take something off.
Oh, God.
Because again, now I'm offended, so I want it free. It's the principle of doing the right thing. You know better, you do better. Now, Boomer,
Wow.
can you explain to them sometimes why cooks don't wear gloves?
Well, first, I'm going to say this. If there is a lack of sanitary hygiene going on in a kitchen,
Yeah.
super legitimate issue.
Yeah.
100%. If you've got chefs, cooks, line people
Mhm.
who are not wearing gloves, who are not washing their hands, who are wearing gloves but moving back and forth without changing them between possible contaminants
Yeah,
and cross-contamination,
cross-contamination.
that's life or death.
Mhm.
Like, that is legitimately fucking life or death. What the shit?
And what are the odds of that when you can see the kitchen fully?
Less.
Yeah.
Very much less.
Mm-hmm.
And with a pizza type situation, you're talking about putting ingredients that you are then isolating and cooking
Mm-hmm.
in a very, very hot oven.
Yeah.
There is not a whole lot of, once that pizza's in there, worry of a cross
Contamination. Yeah.
and you do again, stuff gets cooked out.
Yeah. What happens when it gets really, really hot?
That bacteria dies.
Wait for it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The
Yeah.
bacteria dies.
Now, again, if they saw that person not wash their hands,
Yeah.
if they saw them
Scratch their ass.
touch pork and then go right into the hand and the cheese
Yeah.
or something like that, fuck yeah, you are goddamn right.
You
You're
should be
absolutely
offended.
goddamn right. But
Yeah.
just saying, well, they didn't wear gloves.
And I want it free.
Come on. And I also get that we are now living in a post-COVID society where we are extra in tune
Yes.
to our hands and what we touch and things like that. But I do feel that's a little bit much.
Honestly, though, I gotta say, working in many a kitchen, so many people, if it is going to be cooked, they don't wear gloves. It's a thing. Like, it really depends on what it is you're touching. Salads, yes, you wear gloves because it's cold.
Yep.
But if it's food that's going hot, it's going to be cooked off. And it's, especially if it's got to be arranged all prettily,
Yeah.
fingers are touching that, man.
It winds up not being an issue. You can have gloves on.
Yeah.
You could totally have gloves on. But if you move through as though those gloves are
Just your hand.
and impervious to things, because I have a glove on, I don't have to change gloves and I
Yep.
can touch everything and then touch other things. That negates the
The
whole
glove?
purpose of the glove.
Yeah, you're touching shellfish and then you're just touching fries.
I've had to explain to some of our food runners
Yeah.
that, like, okay, you just went out with oysters
Mm-hmm.
and you have gloves on. You then need to come back to Expo and take those gloves off and put on a new pair before you touch anything else.
Is it allowed to put some company on blast?
I mean, we'll say it if we need to beep something out. We'll beep it out.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just say this then. I was at, and I had.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right.
I had ordered fries and a burger. When I had ordered this, my instinct was, of course, just to pick up one fry and put it in my mouth.
Obviously, that's how you fry.
Yeah. So I ate this one French fry, go for another, eat the other, still haven't touched the burger, and all of a sudden, my throat starts closing.
Ooh, not good.
And at first I'm just trying to like clear it, like maybe I just have something in my throat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realize, oh no, I can't get oxygen.
All the contaminated?
All the cross-contaminated. It turns out like my party and I had to leave immediately to rush me to the hospital because
Yikes.
like we didn't pay nothing. And I'm sorry for that. Sorry, not sorry. You almost killed me.
Yeah. How dare you do that to her?
Because it was the fry oil. They fry shrimp in the same basket they fried their French fries. So if you don't have a separate fryer, you're killing the Pixie.
Yeah.
So yeah, that almost happened.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Very,
anyway.
very interesting. Same place, not but the
Pizzeria?
Pizza. Yeah. 1 star. Not sure it's the lack of inconsistency,
The lack of inconsistency?
which would be consistency. A lack of inconsistency is consistent. Yep.
Yeah, they wrote
Yep.
that.
Yep. Bad QC, quality control. Or they don't know how to make pizza. Those are some disparate theories.
Now, Boomer, you and I have both eaten at this place.
We have multiple times.
Have we eaten pizza?
Yes.
Is
yes.
it pizza?
Yes.
Not pizza like,
No, it's
but it
actual
is
pizza.
pizza.
And some days is the pizza better than others?
Of course.
Yeah.
But that's anywhere.
Right. It was good 5 years ago. But now an English muffin with ketchup and cheddar cheese beats it. Why would you make an English muffin pizza with ketchup and cheddar cheese? I get what you're trying to say.
question your palate.
I get what you're trying to say, but come on. So now I check out on Route 170.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel sorry for people who've never tasted the North End in Boston or Mulberry Street in NYC. The crust tasted like Bisquick. The cheese, wait for it. The cheeses was,
The cheeses was?
the cheeses was dog shit domestic, and the sauce was too sweet. They need to close. I'll never go back.
Wow. First off, learn how to fucking sentence,
Where are
bro.
you? Second of all, you know what? North End Pizza in Boston,
Yeah.
really good.
Really not good or
No,
really
it is.
good?
It is. It is.
Well-
But you know what? There's also places in the North End
That suck.
that was dog shit.
As you so eloquently put it,
Yes.
sir, madam.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I do like, though, how they did throw in 2 metropolitan
Areas?
And we're like, well, I've had pizza from these places, and they're amazing.
Yeah, you know, I had pizza
Their
from...
cheeses was never bad.
I had pizza from fucking Italy, and I'll tell you,
Pizza from Italy is bullshit, though, because we invented pizza.
one,
Fuckers.
it's very different,
It is.
but that's to be expected because that's where it originates. 2, do I still kind of prefer American pizza because it's what I'm used to? Yeah, man, not gonna lie. So what are we doing here? Should I say, oh, well, I'm cultured because I had it in Italy?
I do like the fact that the solution
Uh-huh.
is I don't like it, so close.
Yes. And also fire all your waitresses.
Yeah. Just the hard overreaction, like, change courses, man.
Like, do you even understand business? Why wouldn't they just like swap out their cheeses and sauces? You
Yeah,
want them
just
to
get something
close,
better, yeah.
close it down.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to make pizza.
Why don't you just be like, why don't you get better fucking materials?
Yeah.
Like, it's really, I don't understand how you're going so nuclear with it.
Yeah. You again though, that like I'm already angry.
Yeah.
I'm already angry because it's not pizza from, you know, the north end of Boston. So take that.
I got a flat Coca-Cola once from a Burger King. I think every Burger King chain in North America should fucking close. It's fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit, man.
That's ridiculous. All right, one last one here from my little pizza love joint.
Yep.
We ordered a simple order or 3 pizzas and breadsticks. I think they meant of, but whatever.
Yes.
So we ordered a simple order or 3 pizzas and breadsticks, and we're told it would be ready in 35 minutes. I arrived 35 minutes later. 2 of the pizzas were done. The other they told me would be done in 10 minutes.
Reasonable.
20 minutes later, they said it would be done any minute. 30 minutes later, I said, just give it to me in whatever state it's in. It was in their warming oven. The rude staff didn't even bother to look. Of the original 2 pies, both were cold and one was overcooked. The third was fresh and decent, but not worth returning for. Rude staff, bad food, high prices, a trifecta. Now,
Whoa.
my first question is this. Are they doing the cumulative thing, right?
Yeah, is it?
Where, like, they told me it would be done in 10 minutes.
And
20
then-
minutes later, they don't mean 20 minutes after the 10 minutes.
No,
They mean
it's just an
additional
interval of 10.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, 100%, if your food isn't prepared and ready at the same time, coming out of the oven or off the grill or wherever at the same
Yeah.
time, they're going to get cold, and that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a
big
misfire.
miss.
Yeah, it happens.
That's a restaurant fault, 100%.
Absolutely. So you're right to be angry.
Absolutely. However,
You're not the only person ordering pizza.
but also, like, I don't know, there's obviously no specifications on this, right?
Yeah, was it a busy night?
Did they throw in 2 of the pizzas because they had the space in the oven, and then the
Yeah.
third one had to go in because doing orders or whatever?
Or did it have something that would be a cross contaminant and couldn't touch other pizzas?
Or was it just a funky order?
Yeah.
Or did they just not pay attention and they fucked it up?
Yeah.
Which is possible.
People fuck up, man.
Certainly the one being overcooked,
Yeah, yeah.
although some people like the overcooked.
That would be you.
Yeah, I do. But at the very least, these people know that the fresh pizza, the third pizza,
Yeah.
was fresh and decent,
Yeah.
but
well,
not worth returning.
that sucks, man, and I'm sorry you had a bad experience there, but I've also seen it be, and again, I'm not saying you're not right. If
No,
this,
absolutely.
if this
No.
happened to you, that super sucks. And I've been there though on nights where I've had to actually chill out at the bar and get a drink and wait for my order because they are so slammed.
Well, I'll say this. I ordered a pizza from them not too long ago,
Yeah.
and I wanted extra cheese on it. I ordered a Sicilian with extra cheese.
Yeah.
Now, they did exactly what I asked them to.
Yep.
But when I got home with it,
Mm-hmm.
I realized that it was way too much cheese,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I realized that it was my bad because Sicilian pizza typically does have a little more cheese on it.
Yeah, it's extra cheesy.
So by
dude.
my ordering the extra cheese,
They just gave you all the cheese.
right, which again, I can't get mad at them for giving me what I asked for.
Well, you could, but you'd be a prat.
Right. Even though I actually didn't like it. I'm like, it was too much. I got through like 2 big slices. I'm like, I can't
I can't even
do anymore because there's so much on here.
There's just too much. It's just too much.
But again, that was my fault.
Yeah.
That wasn't their fault. They did what I asked them to do, so I can't be like, I didn't like it because you did what I said.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I could, like you said, I
Yeah,
could have.
you could have,
but,
but- it is what it is. Smooth transition
smooth transition.
to one of my absolute beloved places.
Okie doke.
Seriously, this is one of my faves. It's Wasabi, and it's got a 4-star rating.
Nice.
It's a
Sounds
decent,
good to me so far.
decent place. Sushi joint, but also has like hibachi and all that jazz.
Hibachi.
1 star.
Uno.
And they say, whelp, period, buckle up, period.
Okay.
You
I'm
gotta-
buckled. I'm ready.
You gotta love this. I never rate Yep.
I never complain.
I
Excuse me.
never.
Can I talk to your manager? Look, I never do this.
I never rate.
I never complain.
I never write reviews because it's not worth
Fuck
my
you.
time. But this experience is one for the books. You're probably going to read this same review from a couple different people. So they've encouraged other people.
Yeah,
to do
they've done the
this.
whole like let's dive bomb.
Yes,
them. Yeah,
yes.
Okay, which is cool.
It says,
super cool.
Let me explain. From someone who's been serving.
Oh,
Oh.
even what that's the double whammy. If
Yeah.
I never do reviews, but also I work in the industry. Don't worry, I'm in F&B. I understand.
Serving
It's
and
all good.
bartending for 10 years.
Oh, fuck you.
And then that's it. Like, let me explain from someone who's been serving and bartending for 10 years. Period.
Okay.
That's a weird way to end that sentence. You needed a different punctuation on that. Just putting that out there.
You know what? They work in food and bev, so I wouldn't think that writing and numbers and punctuation
Yeah,
is
no.
really their forte.
True.
Certainly not mine.
I'm terrible at math, so there we go. Everywhere you look, the hours say 10, okay?
I'm guessing that means we're open until 10,
Yes.
not 10
Yeah.
hours
Yes.
of thing.
We, 5 top, enter 8:50-ish,
Okay.
okay? Now, we know most places actually close around here around 9. So I'm surprised they're actually open till 10.
Yeah, man.
That's news to me. My nephew is throwing a fit.
Oh, God.
So half my party was not present.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
so
hold on. Let me
yeah,
let
go
me just
ahead.
keep hitting these as we go.
Mhm.
So I never write reviews.
Mhm.
It's not worth my time. Oh my God, I work in food and bev.
Yep.
Then you have a yelling child and an incomplete party.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you work in food and bev, you absolutely know that restaurants fucking love that.
At the end of the night.
Well, even if
Yeah.
with an hour left in service, basically.
Yeah.
And you're not all okay, cool. So these people are super understanding.
Yeah. It says our server looked very young, so I'm not sure that's what he was. Now, let me pause. I need to tell you people that this place is a family-run establishment. So when I've actually watched these kids grow up.
Mm-hmm.
They have such good work ethic. They're amazing.
Okay.
I watched what is now, I'm guessing, the middle son,
Mm-hmm.
and he is a delight.
Okay.
He's never fucked up my order, and he's always like made sure I had utensils and everything else, asked me if I need anything, gave me accurate times to wait. And now they have their littlest,
Mm-hmm.
who is now about 6 or 7, who is also running the window.
That seems young, but
yeah,
hell,
but
man. All right.
they're there with their parents. You know, it's a family place. Like,
I would like to say all ages are grossly estimated, and we have
Yes.
no actual clue.
yeah, oh yeah, I have no bearing on this. I
Yes,
mean, I
it
don't know
could-
what.
the kid could be
What did
7
I
or
say?
14.
What did I say about the baby carrier thing? I called it like a trolley. It's a
Yes.
stroller.
Yes.
I don't have children, so I don't know how old they
Yeah,
are.
but
damn
again,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
a 7-year-old could very well be 14
Yeah.
for all that we actually know.
No.
I do want to put the disclaimer out there. You're throwing numbers out. But
Yeah,
they're-
no,
they're
it's a-
gross estimations.
Exactly. So they say their young waiter comes over maybe around 9.
So 10 minutes ish.
Yeah, because yes, they said 8:50-ish, so
Right.
9-ish to ask them if they're ready to order because they close at
9:30.
9:30.
Okay.
So we quickly order a to-go order because they feel bad until they realize the door says 10. Now, how do we feel about people coming in right before we're closing?
Usually, that last hour-ish is a little bit of a fraught situation in a restaurant because you do get, and this is absolutely a fault of restaurants, is we get to the point where, like, we want to shut things down.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
We want to go home.
Yes.
So when you get to the end of the day, yeah, absolutely. Restaurants are total shitty about wanting to shave off a few minutes here and there.
Yes.
However, I will say this. Hours sometimes do get changed and are flexible. We know a restaurant very well that actual hours are 11:30 a.m. till we run out.
Yes. Or till whenever.
Right.
Because they're feeling cheeky.
Right. Again, that's not... If it's any other business, that would frustrate the fuck out of people. But with restaurants, it does seem that we are allowed this weird little buffer of it, but that does not mean that it's okay. Hey guys, it's Boomer.
And Pixie, hola.
We are here and so excited to be brand ambassadors for Reaper Apparel Company. We could not be more proud to have joined their roster and get to promote their brand and whole community.
Just like we have battled anxiety and depression, so have the folks at Reaper Apparel Company, and they know the present is not something to be wasted.
Yeah, it's all about trying to be the best version of ourselves every day and making our dreams come true, like we are here at the Service Entrance People podcast, and the folks in Reaper are too. So please join the Reaper community, check them out, go to reaperapparelco.com, use the coupon code Service Entrance People to get 10% off your gear, plus check the links in the episode description, our Facebook and Instagram to get 15% off as well.
That's reaperapparelco.com, promo code Service Entrance People. So here's what I have to say on the matter.
I said, fuck you!
I will say that the issue with this is that when we close, a lot of y'all seem to think that we just go home. They don't think about the fact that we've got to clean everything off, wrap everything up, put it away,
break down, clean.
Do checkouts and refill things and restock things and wipe things down and sweep things up and clean your shit off the walls, literally.
Yep.
So, dude, like, yeah, man, we don't want you coming in 10 minutes before close. God, I'm sorry. Not sorry.
But again, if the door said 10 and they came in at 8:50, I can see the reasonable expectation.
You had some wiggle room, but y'all didn't get there at 9. Like, the rest of your party, you say, didn't show up at 9.
Right.
You showed up at 9:30.
Yeah.
All complete.
Yep.
I get it. It's slow and they want to go home. There's no more, they say no money to be made financially or for your employees. But that's total BS, or employers. But that's total BS saying last seating is 9:30. No, it's not, because the last half hour, again, we're packing up.
But also, hold on. There's no money to be made financially as opposed to money to be made orally.
Yeah, like I don't even understand what you're saying there.
Or for your employers. But also, if a restaurant closes at 10, typically that means that it closes at 10, not you can come in and order and do a whole thing. Oh my goodness, you guys close at 10, thanks God, it's 9:55, and I can do a whole thing.
Yeah, because
typically that's the kitchen done.
Yeah, see, this is the other issue, is that now you're thinking, okay, it's 9:50, so we got here before closing. Now we're going to sit down, they're going to get our drinks. By the time they get your drinks and everything and they take your order, it's 10 o'clock. Now that kitchen should be closed, and we're keeping the kitchen open, but wait, because you decided you wanted more food, and then you wanted dessert, and you wanted this, and this needs to be reheated. Now you're keeping everybody an hour to 2 hours later because you're a fucking dick. Sorry, not sorry. They say if you want a positive experience, the gyoza was good, which, I mean, cool, because gyoza is delicious. But it's not worth the manager acting the way they did. P.S. Next time, telling the truth about your early closing. It translates better than arguing with the guests, too.
All right. Question?
Yes.
There's nothing in here mentioned about the manager
at all. Yeah.
At all. So that's weird.
Who is the parent, probably, of the young child waiter?
Whatever. That doesn't. There's nothing in there. And finally, I have worked at places. You have worked at places where hours have been changed, but not updated on doors or on websites.
I will also say this. If you had no business that evening, a lot of times now you're realizing it's costing us more to be open.
Right, but even still, we do not know for a fact that First of all, these people saying it's 9 o'clock and they told them, oh, by the way, we are going to close at 9:30 tonight.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
Yeah, we're allowed to do that.
Like that is allowed. If we
it's
communicate
okay.
that to you, I apologize, sir. It's 9 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
I do apologize, but we are closing the kitchen at 9:30. That gives you enough time to order. That gives you enough time to do the whole thing. It doesn't mean that we're kicking you out of the restaurant, but the kitchen is closing early tonight.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate thing. However, as I say this again, I can understand being frustrated by that time thing.
Yeah,
Getting
of course.
pissed off about it. Absolutely. But I also think that there's some shades in here, especially if you work in restaurants and you've done this for so long, you kind of understand the subtleties of what's going on.
Yeah, you got 10 years in restauranting. That's like
You
30
should know.
years of life experience that you should freaking know.
Yeah, you should fucking know. Now, down here, there is a dearth of good Chinese foods, even though, you just did wasabi, which is Asian, but
it's
not.
like, it's sushi.
Right. And
More
we
than-
did the
more than most.
Vietnamese place, but there's not very good Chinese food down here.
No.
It's one of the things that shocks me.
In the South, what do you say? Wing-a-ding, dang-dong?
Wang dang diddly dang dang doo.
Yeah, they aren't really kicking up the Chinese food
Yeah, so there's-
to a metropolitan level.
No. But I've found one place that I think is actually really goddamn good down here. The food's good, staff is good, they're polite, it's quick, it's in and out. The kitchen's fucking clean because you can see the kitchen where you go to order and pick up. It's just ever since the COVID, it's just been a to-go joint.
Yeah.
And literally, I can watch. I've been in there at the end of the night watching them clean after they have finished making my order and getting things down. So
Yeah.
the place is damn good. It's called Hong Kong.
Mhm.
Averages 3 stars on Yelp. Here's a 1-star though. And this, you will find a theme in this one. And I wonder if this person also ate at the pizza place. I am blessed to have grown up and lived in New York City and Boston. I feel so bad for people in Bluffton that they say that this is the best Asian, best Chinese, best Italian, and so forth. This restaurant is not the best Italian because it's a Chinese food place. I'm going to throw that out there. It's not. It's not the best. You're right.
Man.
It is not the best.
No, it's definitely got poor Italian, I'm sure.
These poor people, you poor backwoods bumfucks.
This poor provincial town.
Wang dang diddly dang dang do will never know what good food tastes like.
Wow, you fucking pompous ass.
Hong Kong serves food, period.
Well, I would hope they're not serving you anything weird.
Here we go. It's, and now all capitals, not Asian or Chinese, period. All capitals. It's, no punctuation, really bad food, period. Bluffton has both all uppercase, lowercase, some, uppercase, really bad, underscore, or
Lowercase.
lowercase, eateries, comma, this one.
What in the
Yeah.
fuck?
I'll read that without the,
Yeah, go ahead.
play-by-play.
Just one more on that last half.
Hong Kong serves food, period. It's not Asian or Chinese, period. It's really bad food, period. Bluffton has some really bad eateries, comma, this is one, period.
Okay, so it's bad. You're just saying it's bad, and it's bad because it's not New York or Boston.
Right. Which, now,
Wow.
to be fair, as we prefaced,
Yes.
there is not a lot of good
It's not a
places for it.
metropolitan area.
Second,
Hmm.
no, you are not going to get in this area. Certain areas, okay, let's break this down. There are some areas that have better food than other
Yes.
areas, no matter what.
Yeah.
There are some places that have better food of a certain style than others.
And your palate is going to crave something. Like I said,
But-
when I was in Italy, I preferred American pizza because it's what I was used to.
But, like, I would not expect to go
Hmm.
to Alabama and have amazing
Brazilian steak.
or Maine lobster.
There you go.
I just wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Down here, as we said, there's certain things that just they don't have good food for. They're just not, the options aren't there. I personally think that this is the best of the Asian choices.
Yeah. Of your choices, this is one of the best. It's like
I do like you throwing in that you lived in all the metropolitan
Yeah.
big cities, and I know my stuff because I'm from big cities. Da, 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 da. Dude, my hometown has amazing food. Like, it has no right to
Yeah.
have food establishments as good as it does.
Yeah.
But I don't sit here and throw that around and be like, oh, well, I've had good food in my life, so fuck you. Like, I don't.
You poor people. You'll
like-
never know.
Come on, man. Oh my God, you know what? The fucking Chinese food in San Francisco is super much better than down here. Wonder why?
Yeah, I really do. I wonder why Kansas doesn't have the best sushi in the world.
The worst Chinese food I ever had was a place in Granville, Ohio.
Yeah.
I shit you not, it was called Bruce Lee's.
Nice.
And when you called for your order,
Yeah.
an American person picked up the phone.
How dare they be American? Why are they working at an Asian place?
Because there were no Asians to work in the Asian place called Bruce fucking Lee's.
Gasp.
It was terrible.
Gasp. I like that because that whole... They weren't even Vietnamese.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
what?
no.
Only Vietnamese people can open a Vietnamese joint.
They should. All right, last one.
Last one. Same thing. Hong Kong, 3 stars. That's its staple, which is fair to Midland. You know what you're getting. It says, Chinese takeout is the first thing Northerners miss
True.
most when they are away, but here.
Yeah, I don't know what that sentence means, but that's okay.
Yeah, takeout boxes are the same, but goes in from Hungarian or Patagonia.
Oh, now we're splitting hairs as to regionality?
Well, I don't
Okay,
even.
all right.
Takeout boxes are the same,
But goes.
goes is from. What does that even mean?
No idea.
Hungarian or Patagonia. My wok expertise blows this place away.
Ooh, I can walk circles around you, motherfucker.
Like,
Then make it at home.
yeah, why are you? You know why? Because you're a fat fucking American, and you're gonna have someone else do it because you're also lazy.
They're not American. They're North American
Oh well.
from that region.
My last experience is my wife. No, see, that would be her last experience. And we threw everything out after a few bites.
My last experience is my wife and we
Yes.
threw everything out after a few bites.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
honestly feel so bad. Again, I feel so bad for the people who think this is Chinese takeout. Well,
the
sir,
fuck?
it is Chinese takeout. I mean, that's what's happening. These poor people. It says that twice.
Oh, you poor people.
We'll never know
Ever.
what good Chinese food tastes like. Every northerner feels this way. So who eats this?
I do. I'm a northerner, and I eat that.
We live in this taint of Satan's,
And it's not...
and we fucking eat it.
But you know what? It could be just us. We could be the ones who are like, I find this good, and we could be the aberration, and the fact could be that it's terrible, horrible, not quite Asian food.
You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
Exactly. Also, people, if you're going to be writing negative reviews, for the love of shit,
Check your punctuation and
grammar,
spelling.
punctuation, all of that. You lose every last fucking rage vengeance point for every piece of grammatical error that comes up in your writing.
And content. I want to know when the manager showed up and was rude to you,
Yeah,
rather
tell the
than
full story.
throwing in that the manager out
You know
of
what you should
nowhere,
do?
like say how they were rude. You know what? I also like the thoroughness of the timestamp one.
That was good.
10:15. This place was a dick.
Yep.
10:20. They forgot my suit.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, here's what you need to do. You need to take your review, whatever you're going to be saying or writing,
Yep.
I need to dial 854-345-7721 and
tell
leave
us.
it on our voicemail because A, I want to know, but
Yeah.
B, I want to hear how you talk it out. And if you're in my voicemail going, was wife experience very poor people, no Chinese yum, eat 'em. I want to know if that's how you actually fucking talk.
Oh my god.
And with that, we bring to a rest episode 46 of Service Entrance, people. I'm glad we got to do this. I'm happy with our amount of put out of work
Yes.
today, Pixie. I
Yes.
feel like it's a good 3.5 to 3.7 stars for this episode.
I'm gonna
Very,
say
very
it's-
much. You know what we should do?
It's definitely a 3. I mean, it's got to be like
We're at least
fair
a
to
3
Midland.
today. Yeah, 3 out of 5.
Right?
today.
We're not
at
total
least a 3 out of
assholes
5.
giving
No,
us
no,
that,
no.
you know? You should rate us.
You should.
Review us.
Honestly, I would like to amass some ratings and just go off.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, this podcast was them talking, and I'm from big city, and I've heard podcasts before, and people will never know what a real podcast is if they ever listen.
Because
to
I'm
this,
from California, and I know podcasting.
I live in L.A.
Exactly. Have you had the tacos in LA?
You haven't had tacos, so you have tacos in L.A.
But seriously, we would hope for a 5-star review from y'all
1, 2,
because
3, 4.
we love you.
And we love executive producers Chris Moore and Chuck Cumberland,
Hell
because
yeah.
those two cats went to patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople and have become executive producers. They are Von Uppities that we love with all of our hearts. You can do the same thing. Any producership level at Patreon, free stuff, and access to bonus content. And of course, if you are an executive producer, you get your name read. You can also hear your name on this program if you become a content producer, such as
Chef Hope, Jeff Teal, and Cody
from Michigan. Those folks all email us stories on the regs at serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com, which is something, again, very easy that you can do to help this show out. This, your favorite podcast in the history of the world.
Costs absolutely nothing to send us that email, so just do that. Or you can message us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast, or you can DM us on Instagram at Service Entrance People Pod.
Girl, who's all up in your DMs?
Hopefully people who love this podcast.
I think so. You can check us out on the Ticking Talks, which is at Service Entrance PPL. We also have that YouTube channel, which is YouTube at Service Entrance People. If you or any of your friends, loved ones, acquaintances do have a hearing issue-related thing, we do have the captioning on there on the old YouTubes.
Don't forget that you can also just contribute a little, like $1, or as Boomer likes to say, $1 million, by going to PayPal at Service Entrance Peeps.
Become a Peeps, peoples. Help us out. All right, Pixie. I think that does it.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back next week, Wednesday, midnight, for yet another episode of Service Entrance People. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. I am Boomer.
And I'm Pixie. Adios.